Hello, my name is Dr. Basi. This course is titled The Art of Patient Care. There's been an ongoing debate about whether medicine is an art or science. This debate has been going on forever. But I think it's now being generally accepted that medicine is both an art and a science, because quite frankly, it can never become totally one or the other. So if we look at healthcare in the 21st century, it's characterized by advances in medical technology. There's been the advent of CT scans, MRIs, robotic surgery, and a whole bunch of things. There's been giant strides in diagnosis and treatment of diseases. The downside to this is that while the art, or the science rather, of medicine has been expanding rapidly, the art of it has not taken on a commensurate leap. The science of care has overwhelmed the art of care. And with these advances, there's increased depersonalization of patient care. Now, the outcome of this is that patients are now often treated as diseases rather than persons. What exactly is responsible for this depersonalization? At the root of it is the fear of lawsuits, especially in more advanced societies, where the emphasis is now more on processes, protocols, procedures. Basically, everything is done in order to have proof in event of lawsuits. And consequently, the art is suffering. There are other contributors to the suffering. There's increased workload, there's a stressful working environment, short staffing, sometimes lack of knowledge, considering the rapidly increasing amount of new knowledge that is available. And because of all this, a new breed of doctors is emerging, or a certain breed. Sometimes words like irritable, hurried, callous, uncaring, arrogant, all of these are words that people tend to often use about doctors. There's an ongoing clash in care. Care, people believe, is no longer about the patient's needs, but rather the system's needs. So we have a clash there between the needs of the patient versus the needs of the system. And care has also been observed to shift from being patient-centered to being procedure-based. What exactly is patient-centered care? It can be defined very simply as care that is respectful of and responsive to the individual patient's preferences, needs, values, and ensures that patient values guide all clinical decisions. I think that's a straightforward, easy definition. It will involve effective communication, empathy, partnership between the doctor and patient. The aim is to improve patient care outcomes and satisfaction, to lessen patient symptoms and reduce unnecessary costs. Let's take a look, let's remind ourselves once more about the WHO definition of health. Health is said to be a state, a complete state of physical, mental, and social well-being, not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Now, the implications of this definition is that health would involve the physical, mental, and social aspect of man. It acknowledges several components, that definition. It acknowledges the physical, the mental, the social, and I dare add the spiritual component of man. With that, is this art that we're talking about? It can be defined as a multifaceted approach to patient care. An approach that takes into consideration the patient's emotional, social, physical state of being, and even the spiritual state of being. That art has many facets and would include the physician's or the healthcare provider's attitudes and actions that demonstrate interest in and respect for the patient, that address the patient's concerns and values. Now we need to note those keywords: attitudes and actions, interest in and respect for, concerns and values. Like all arts, it can be learned, it can be practiced, it can be improved upon irrespective of the genetics and background of the individual. We can then say that patient-centered care is a blend of the knowledgeable application of medical science plus recognition and understanding of the patient as a unique human being. It is this humanness, for want of a better word, that we'll be exploring during.
Hello, this is Mark with ClickFunnels Supports. Today, you are going to learn how you can set up your custom subdomain with ClickFunnels via Cloudflare.